All right, let's move as far as we can move. All right, and entering into a ship of Adramyttium, we, Paul and the other who were prisoners who was with him, and the writer who taking notes, we launched. What does that mean? Meaning to sail. Where? By the coast of Asia. So let's look at this. I want to make sure. Let's see where they moved to. I won't have so many colors, but I want to show you the places that they moved to. All right, they sailed to, where did they go? They're on their way to where? Italy. But they sailed by the coast of Asia. One, we're going to highlight him, a Macedonian of Thessalonica, being with us. So we see that this man, whose name is, how do we pronounce his name? Aristarchus. He's with Paul. He came along with Paul. He got on the ship with them, and he's sailing along with them. So now we are talking about other people or another person who got on that ship. Where did they meet up at? And when they was on their way by the coast of Asia, this guy right here, Aristarchus, and I want to highlight his name, and he got on the ship, and he was from Macedonia, which made him a Macedonian of Thessalonica. He came along with us. And that's what's happening in verse 2. I'm not going to stop. I'm just trying to learn how to use these highlighters. All right, read it again. And entering into the ship of Adramyttium, we launched, meaning to sail, by the coast of Asia, one Aristarchus, a Macedonian of Thessalonica, being with us. So this guy joined us. And let me read it from another version so we can make sure that we clearly get an understanding of verse 2. Okay, verse 2 says, and going aboard a ship from the ADR, I hate to say that because it's an because I can't hardly see, Matium, which was about to sail for the port along the west coast province of Asia Minor. We put out to sea, and Aristarchus, a Macedonian from Thessalonica, accompanied us. So that's all it's saying. This guy, when they got ready to pull off from that area, this guy joined them. Okay, let's look at the next verse. And I'm going to highlight who they're talking about, because it's talking about a lot about who these people were on this ship to carry the gospel through Paul. And the next day, we're going to highlight the persons we touched at Sidon. And Julius, who was Julius? In verse 1, we beat him. He was the person Paul was handed over to, courteously entreated Paul and gave him liberty to go to his friends to refresh himself. So this guy was nice to Paul. He said, Paul, you can get off the ship and go and talk to some of your friends, get you a cup of coffee, and y'all talk, and then you get back, because you have proven that you're a man that you should not even be on this journey. And the next day, telling us what? To read the word in the order it was written, touched at Sidon, and Julius, the guy that was over the prisoners, courteously entreated, gave Paul the right, and said, Paul, go freshen go wash your face, take a bath, get you a cup of coffee, and gave him liberty, freedom, to go to his friends, because Paul knew people in that area, to refresh himself. Now, a prisoner that is on assignment from God, you go in first class.